Welcome to this channel. The channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So today I like to clarify a serious problem in today's Wing Chun. Things have to be really clearly presented to clarify Wing Chun screw up today, or else it is a disaster for all Wing Chuners. And today I'm going to do that. So let's start. So in the weekend, I have received some informations from our Wing Chun friends because usually Wing Chun friends will send me something when it is crazy. And so there's this slide. In this slide, it said that the Xiu Lim Tao, which is referred as the 1850 Xiu Lim Tao. Okay, as you see again here, it say 1854, all this thing. It said that there's 1850 Xiu Lim Tao. Xiu Lim Tao renamed as snake crane fish. And then have all kinds of stuff here. Well, so due to I look at that, say, hey, why is that people doing this kind of stuff? So I look deeply into it because friends sent me a package of information there. So I found this. This person say, since I donate our this moon secret note and submitted to my personal study on this SCWC research article to Foshan Museum in June 2023, there has been ongoing dispute regarding my study by the same group of individuals. I hope that the attached part of the interview conducted by the museum will help put an end to their relentless personal attack against me and the moon. So I found this, okay? And so with the package, I found this is in the Chinese, and all the charts. And over here, it said that this is the Chinese inheritance subject, Fosan, Wing Chun, digital protections or preservations. And then, this is the time, July 14, 2023. This is the person who was interviewed, and then the Fatsan's museum interview person is this person, and this is Canton and so forth. Okay, so I found out that, and I looked deep into it, and I decide to once for all clean this thing up. No, I'm not go for personal attack. Okay, I do not interest in personal attack. I'm interested on to using evidence to clean things up so that people here on do not talk nonsense. Okay. See, one can present whatever to the Fasan Museum, but it doesn't mean that it is the truth. And Fasan Museum it is a museum. It is not a department of study to find out what is the truth in Wing Chun. Okay. So submitting things to like the Fosan Museum doesn't mean that that thing is proper. Okay. Like in this case, of making this claim saying that 1850 Wing Chun Shu Lim Tao renamed it as a snake crayfish. Let's look into it, right? Now, before that, I like to share with you something, all Wing Chuners. Look at this picture. Guess what it is? This is Xi Xiaodong make fun of Wing Chun Kin, critics Wing Chun Kin as demonstrations, as women's fight feast, and those things. This is at 2019, December 19. It is almost how many years? Today is 2025. About 6 years already, right? This is a serious stuff for us Wing Chuners. This means no respect. People don't take you seriously. Okay? So if you want to continue do all this nonsense, baseless nonsense, how are you going to face people like Xi Xiaodong right in China? It question you. Sure, you can go donate whatever you think, your study, your research, whatever, to for some museum. But still, people just don't buy it. Okay? That's how serious Wing Chun is today in China. Now, as a martial artist, we need to be honest, train hard, and stand tall. Never borrowing somebody else's light. Okay? Fight like a warrior. Win or loss is common incident. Anybody who fought know that. Okay? If you read General Qi Guang's teaching in 1560, that's what it is. People who make war, okay? People die in the war, in the battle. But you fight like a warrior, okay? Who says that only those who stand in the light count as hero? General Qi Guang's army, after he passed away, about a few decades later, because the emperor of the Ming dynasty is pretty screwed up, do not support the General Qi Guang's army. So the last war of General Qi Guang's army is fighting the Manchurian coming down from the north. Everybody died at that war. Okay? So nobody say that you always win. You always stand in light. General Qi Guang's army wiped out. Okay? And as you all, some of you guys might know, heard from this YouTube, General Qi Guang was fired by the emperor as the age of around 57, and he passed away poor, have no money for medicine, Medicare at age of 60. It's like today, we in America, veterans, we have Medicare, those kind of things. He doesn't. So this is reality. But as the Wing Chuners or any martial artist, sure, I practice many different styles, as you all know, if you watch this YouTube. The bottom line is that one has to be honest, to train hard, stand tall, never borrowing someone else's light. If you use some other people's techniques, then admit it. You stand tall. It's just like you go to an MMA fight. You might lose, but because people respect your style, they respect you. You can lose. There's no problem. But if you have this kind of thing, people make joke, make fun of your entire style. Now you got a problem. Okay? So one need to know where one stands. Isn't all we are Wing Chuners? If we are Wing Chuners, do we want this had to happen to us? Any brother or sisters? Do we want this type of stuff happen to any of our brother and sister? Of course not. Okay? You want to be a warrior? Fight like a warrior. Stand up like a warrior. Be honest. Okay? Otherwise, people is gonna look down at you because you don't offer anything to the fighting world. Well, what do you have? Copying this guy, copying that guy, talking nonsense, talking fantasy. Okay? Now, Chinese history, Wing Chun history must be based in evidence based, like in this channel and all the books I wrote. All are evidence based, historical evidence based, and scientific evidence based. You don't make any claim, empty claim without base. You cannot say, hey, I am the descendant of this grandmaster. I am from this lineage. Nonsense. Remember, to be a warrior, you need to know what you're doing. Okay? So, Chinese history and Wing Chun history is not anyone's opinion. Just put it straight. I am a straight bloodline from 1850. Straight bloodline. Direct transmissions from 1850s Wing Chun were fought in the anti-Qing uprising. Have I ever tell you that who the hell I am? I'm the Grandmaster Hendrik Santo. I am the successor. I am what this. Where I have all this thing. Or I tell you, this is the evidence by Chinese classic, by Chinese history, by scientific verifications. Leave Hendrik Santo out. I don't even want you to call me Sifu. I'm not a Sifu. I just tell you what is going on there. So it's not anyone's opinion or belief or research. Okay? So when it is distorting Chinese history fact and my personal heritage, when you say something like that, 1850s Xu Lim Tao renamed as snake crane fish, it is distorting Chinese history fact, distorting Wing Chun history, and distorting my personal heritage. Remember, I'm the fifth generation, direct bloodline. I inherit all those things where I share with everybody in America today in details. So those type of say, oh yeah, making an empty claim that 1850 Shilin Tao is have been renamed as a snake crane fish is not okay. It must be rectified here. Professional and taking responsibility means to not mislead the general public. The end of the day, Wing Chuners have to face this. Wing Chuners have to face this. Can this type of stuff, making all this kind of claim facing him? Hey man, Wing Chun Queen is a fighting art, okay? Wing Chun Queen is not anybody's folklore or whatever they like to write fiction or something, or anybody's product. So right now, when people saying that there's all this thing, we're going to go through in detail by evidence to show you that what is reality, okay? Saying that Xu Lim Tao, 1850, renamed it as the snake crane fish, I have to step in because it is not right, okay? based on as a human. Okay, we don't talk about other people's family stuff or Chinese history or a Japanese history or uh, French history where we don't know. We don't distort it. This to be a human. Now, even if you don't want to be human, just in business, one is free to promote his product as he like it. However, one doesn't have legal right to distort the truth of product from other company. This is business law. Yes, distorting the truth about a competitor's product is generally illegal. This is due to laws protecting customer from false or misleading advertising and the principle of fair competition, specifically making false or misleading statement about a product, whether in advertisement or otherwise, can violate law like the Federal Trade Commission's rule of on truth in advertising. Additionally, common law fraud and misinterpretation claim can arise from such action. So you can have all this here. So even if you don't talk about moral virtue as a martial artist, you hold the conduct the code of conduct just using by law. This is violating the law. Not to mention violating the conduct of the proper conduct code of conduct of a martial artist, a real martial artist. Okay, you don't talk nonsense like that. Now, so to begin, let me show the entire world what's wrong with those kind of things. Okay, and why Wing Chunner must not take those things. First, I have already shared many times on the comprehensive details of Wing Chun history based by evidence. Okay. So please watch this podcast for informations on Wing Chun as what it is based on evidence, historical and scientific evidence. Also, this one, Wing Chun history. Okay, this in my YouTube. Okay, so this one, and also this one, the truth of what happened in the 1850 Shilin Tao. Also this one, the truth of Mei Zhuang in the 1850 Shilin Tao and the Chou family. And also this one, Wing Chuners and general martial public don't get misled. Okay. So those are the background. If you are interested in a lot of detail, there are many hours here of solid evidence for Wing Chun. Okay, if you have never watched it yet. Now let's go into this one by one. So what this person say or whatever he submit to the Foshan Museum or whatever, first he said that Xu Lin Tao, 1850 Xu Lin Tao, renamed as Snake Crane Fist, and a set of 108 movements. So the question here is, you want to make a claim that Xu Lin Tao renamed as the Snake Crane Fist. Where is the historical evidence? Show evidence. You just put a claim there, have no evidence. And then over here it said that about a set of 108 movement. What is the 108 movement? Be specific. Okay. Now, if you don't have historical evidence and specifically presented this? It means that you don't know. You just have an empty claim and you actually distort it. You are actually distorting Chinese history and my personal heritage because you're talking about me, what I inherit from my ancestor, beside the Wing Chun history and Chinese history. Okay? So there's the first thing. The second thing here, he said that it is named as Xiu Lin Tao in Red Boat and the Fine Jade or King Hua Hui Gun in Cantonese. And then he said that Wing Chun means to honor the King Hua Hui Gun or the Fine Jade Hall. Well, the question for this guy again, what is the meaning of Wing Chun Kin and Xiu Lim Tao? Because again, this year he said that it is named as Xiu Lin Tao in the Red Boat and the King Hua Hui Gun. And then it said Wing Chun mean to honor the King Hua or the Fine Jade Hall. And then you have all this Chinese of how to be royal and all those saying. Now, so my question for this guy, historically, is what is the meaning of Wing Chun Kun and Xiu Lim Tao? Well, again, he doesn't put anything there. He's just saying that, making claim, empty claim, very superficial empty claim. Well, I can tell you what it is. Wing Chun Kun, Wing Chun, Wing, praise, singing, Chun, spring, Chun, spring, at that 1850 era and before that, in Chinese language, Chun mean opera or play. Opera or play. So Wing Chun is very simple, meaning the martial art of those who sing opera. Well, if you go to Shanghai today, you can go to the Yiyuan, and in the Yiyuan there is a Dian Chun Tang, pointing spring hall. And the pointing spring hall is the hall that you are selecting the opera or play you want to see, where it was played and in the stage across that hall. That's what it is, Chinese history. So if you don't know, stop talking anything about it. Okay? Today, Chinese have no idea on the 1850s or prior to that Chinese language for the most. Today, Chinese is a completely kind of different type of a language, because at the early 1900, they switched the classical Chinese to today's Chinese language, and they go through cultural evolutions and all this thing, and most people have no idea how is the language is used in 1850. Now, if you want to know about Wing Chun in 1850, you need to go to that era to know what the heck is going on. And you can find, as I just tell you, you go to the Yiyuan of Shanghai, where at that time, that is the headquarters of the anti-Qing, and you can find all this data which support each other, and you know what's going on there. Xiu Lin Tao. Xiu is mean the details. Lin Tao meaning the training. So it is saying Xiu Lin Tao means the essence of details training. It is details. Xiu Lin Tao have a lot of details. That's what Xiu Lin Tao. means. Okay. So stop to give me this 108 movement, all this nonsense. Xu Lin Tao is filled with a lot of details as what I explained here in this channel. Okay. Now, also, here he said that Wing Chun means to honor the fine jet associations or the Kenwa Wei Kun. Okay, so fine jet association, Kenwa Wei Kun, actually is the opera associations for the anti-Qing prior to the uprising. And at uprising, it was banned, okay, because the Qing government is don't want this anti-Qing people there. Now, so here he said that Wing Chun means to honor the Kenwa Wei Kun. Say, honor the Kenwa Wei Kun. This is what he say here. Now the question is this. You want to talk about honor the Kenwa Wei Kun? Wing Chun? Wing Chun 1850, Xiu Lin Tao? Well, that's what I share with you here. There is an anti-Qing code here. The anti-Qing code here. The code name. Where you can even learn about those code names in the San Francisco Chinese Freemasons headquarters there in San Francisco, because the anti-Qing, after they lost the war, they fled to Japan, to Southeast Asia, and come to America. So if you want to talk about honor the Kenwa Wei Kun, the anti-Qing, well, show me. What is your anti-Qing code? Show me. Not just making claim. Oh yeah, I know. I mean, who knows what the heck you're talking about? And then the third, he said this: practice with quinquit, mainly internal training, and training time is relative long. It does not have a sticking hand and wooden dummy. That's why he talked about this 1850s Xiu Lin Tao. Well, are you sure that it doesn't have a sticking body? Are you sure that it doesn't have the wooden dummy, or it have different type of wooden dummy? Do you know what is the quinquit? Okay, is it mainly internal training, and the training is relative long? Are you sure? Over here, it said that, oh, it is a revenging. After he changed to this snake crane, after Xu Lin Tao renamed as a snake crane feast. Okay, then there's a revenge planning. Okay, so it just a snake crane be able to, they just put this Chinese term there, and then say revenge planning, use close contact combat to deal with long bridge big stand to develop Wing Chun fist art. Xiu Lin Tao, renamed as snake crane fish, used the animal motion to name the techniques mainly for application only and training time shortening. Due to the snake crane fish not fully for close contact combat, that's why to split into three form sets as fully close combat art and name it as snake crane Wing Chun. Okay. So that's what he said. Now the question is this: revenge? He's talking about revenge. These people who rename the 1850 Xiu Lian Tao into snake crane feast is revenge planning. What the heck is revenge planning? I just share with you all, right? The uprising lost, people fled to Japan, South Asia, Malaysia, and to America. Namely, you can see that even in San Francisco. I tell you, just go to San Francisco, Chinatown, and look at go visit the Chinese Freemasons headquarters there. Okay, so what is this revenge planning? Who? And then here he said that this is name it as Snake Crane Wing Chun story by evidence in the history, as I share here with you. Okay, as I share in this YouTube, this YouTube, this YouTube, this YouTube, this YouTube, all here. The Snake Crane Wing Chun belongs to the Pro-Ching Red Boat. Snake Crane Wing Chun is belong to the Red Boat, which is starting after mid 1860s. While King Hua Hui Kun after 1854 is already gone. So who changes rename this name and revenge? Again, that is not fitting history at all. You're not even you call yourself Snake Crane Wing Chun. You're not even anti-Qing. If you're anti-Qing, what? Show me your gua pai. Like like others, the anti-Qing code, where you can go to the Chinese Freemason San Francisco's headquarters and ask him, is there a gua pai there? You don't even know that exists. Okay, so revenge for what? And then here he say that revenge planning use close contact combat to deal with the long bridge big stand to develop Wing Chun fist. Okay. And then here he said that due to snake crane fist, which is he said that okay the Xiu Lim Tao. Here is so he doesn't want to say Xiu Lim Tao. He said snake crane fist. He said that due to snake crane fist not fully for close contact combat, that's why to split into three forms set as a fully close combat art and name it as snake crane Wing Chun. So here, number one is you are approaching. You not even know that you are approaching. Okay? You don't have the anti-Qing codes. You don't know what is this, what is the this means, and you don't know what is the Wing Chun and Xiu Lim Tao mean, the meaning of it. And then you're talking about this Xiu Lim Tao 1850 not fully for close contact combat. Okay. Use close contact combat to deal with long bridge big stance. Wing Chun fist art. Okay, so he called his fist art is Wing Chun Kin there. Like before that, it's not Wing Chun, something like that. Okay. Use animal motion to name the techniques mainly to application only and training shorter time. Due to the snake crane fist or the 1850s Wing Chun, not fully for close contact combat. So it's due to snake crane fist, not fully for close combat. Since snake crane fist is a rename of the 1850s Wing Chun, Xiu Lim Tao, so it means that 1850s Wing Chun Xiu Lim Tao, not fully for close contact combat. That's why to split into three forms, like the snake crane fist, snip into three forms as a fully close contact combat art and name it as Snake Crane Wing Chun. So it means that 1850 Xiu Lim Tao, it is not a full close contact combat art. And that's why to split into three form set as a fully close combat art. So you make it a three form, make it a close contact combat art, and name it as a Snake Crane Wing Chun. Well, is it true? Is it true? This person need to understand what is sticking body short strike style, and which is the Xiu Lian Tao 1850, the Wing Chun 1850 is a sticking body short strike style. And in the sticking body short strike style, that is a distance setup, a shoot in, a fill in, and it is where the plum flower footwork is teaching. So 1850s Wing Chun, Xiu Lim Tao. It is a sticking body stick to the body art, and you have the plum flower. Okay? And it come from Mei Zhuang. This is a part of it. So Wing Chun at that time have four arms. The body's arm, the left and right arms, and the foot arm, the leg arm, which is for managing the opponent's lower part of body. And then have some this wide crane techniques. That's what Wing Chun 1850 is. And this person said, due to the Wing Chun 1850 Xiu Lim Tao not fully for close combat, close contact combat, that's why split into three form set as a fully close contact combat art and name it as Snake Crane. Seriously? Are you serious? Do you know what is the distance setup, shoot in, fill in, and plum flower footwork on this thing? How you can close in 360 degree, how you need to set it up when you are in the long distance and so forth? Do you have four arms? Like in the Wing Chun 1850 Xiu Lim Tao, the body arm and all this thing? The body arm and two arm, and then the leg management, totally of four? Do you know what it is? Of course, this person have no clue on what is in this page. I sum up for everybody. And they're keeping talking on something he have no idea what it is. Close contact combat. Okay, so let's look at him. Look at this person. Go check out this Snake Crane Wing Chun. Okay, this is the person. You look at how he is. Hey man, is that a close combat art? Is close combat art doing this way? Is it got anything to do to do with the sticking body here with the forearms and the plum flower footworks? Forearms here. This is like this person is standing like 10 million miles away. Is his body, you have the body arm, his foot arm, two arm. Just watch this YouTube. You know he have no idea what it is. So based on this, number one, he have no historical evidence talking about Wing Chun Xiu Lian Tao 1850 renamed as Snake Crane Fish. He have no evidence at all. The second, he's talking about this 108 movement where he have no idea what it is. Clueless. The third, he have no idea what's the meaning of Wing Chun. This simply means the martial arts of the people who sing the opera or the actor. And he have no idea on Xu Lin Tao means the essence of detailed training. He do not know even the existence of the anti-Qing code. Okay, where you can verify in San Francisco's the Chinese Freemasons headquarters that those things exist. In the history of Chinese, if you are really anti-Qing, you have that. Now he's talking about revenge, and snake crane Wing Chun exists after the 1860s pro-Qing Red Boat Opera. So who are you? Revenge? Okay, isn't you approaching? You belongs to the Qing official. Go watch this YouTube. This YouTube. You can see in details, point by point, frame by frame in time. He's saying that Xu Lintao is not fully for close contact combat. Okay, so revenge planning use close uh, contact combat to deal with long bridge big stand to develop Wing Chun Kuen. So he said at that time it is use close contact combat to deal with long bridge stands to deal to at that time they developed Wing Chun Kuen. Are you serious? Okay, and then rename the snake crane fish. Rename the 1850 Xu Lian Tao as snake crane fish, and here use the animal motion to name the techniques mainly for application only, and training time shortened due to the snake crane fish not fully for close contact fighting. Uh, this is what he said. But yeah, he have no idea what is a sticking body short strike. He have no idea on all sticking body short strike art. Like what? Like BJJ. Do you need to have a distance setup to get in? And when you get in, is your body contacted your body? Stick with the body in the grappling hand, the grappling zone. He complete have no idea what it is. Just look at how his body, how it's very simple. You look at a BJJ fighter and a Western boxing fighter, you know how their body is conditioned differently. Look at his body. Does he have any idea on what is a close combat or the sticking body short strike of the 1850s Wing Chun? That is from the Shaolin. It's not from this animal, okay? Nothing here is from animal like there. Use the animal motion. Nothing here is animal. This is Shaolin short strike. This is the Ermei Zhuang. This is the white crane Fujian. It's not you just get use the animal motion. What are you talking about? So conclusion is that this person have never learned the art of Wing Chun 1850 or the Xiu Lian Tao 1850. He's not an insider. He do not even have the anti-Qing code. He don't even know what is the meaning of the Xiu Lian Tao means, or what is Wing Chun mean. Have no trackable, verifiable Chinese historic evidence. It's just he says, she says, and all these things. Have no understanding in anti and pro-Qing history. Red Boat have anti-Qing and pro-Qing. As what I say, you can refer to this YouTube This YouTube, watch it in details. What happened? This person have no understanding in 1850s Chinese martial arts system. He doesn't understand. He doesn't know. This is called sticking body short strike or short strike. In the Chinese martial arts system, at the time of Qi Ji Guang, 1560, they already have long fist and short strike. Okay? So, you see, this is the salutations, the anti-Qing salutations. This is from where? It's from General Qi Ji Guang. Okay, so this is the salutation. This is the anti-Qing or Chinese Freemasons code. Present the short finger and wing elbow to the hero. Hero mean the anti-Qing. Okay, so in Chile they use the term hero too at that time to present the anti-Qing. This salutation is from General Qi Ji Guang. It's called the probing horse momentum. So you have one long or distant strike or distant attack and a short one. So it said that, okay, this momentum is for combining with the short strike. So you always have a long fist and a short strike combined together. Or you can use this style to actually intercept the short strike art. So it is from here. So at 1850s Xu Lim Tao, you have this where you have a long fist and a short strike combination because the long fist is needed for distance setup. It's just like today. When you want to take down, you might using the jab, the boxing jab, to do a distance setup. It got nothing to do with this. Due to snake crane fist or the 1850s Wing Chun Xiu Lim Tao, not fully for close combat, close contact combat. What are you talking about? Any fighting in close body contact or grappling contact, you always need to have a distance setup. And that's why the salutation have already shown you. It is using Ming military Qi Ji Guang's momentum, one of the 32 momentum. Okay? So you have no idea what it is. And if no idea what it is, garbage in, garbage out, you can put it down into the Fatsan Museum. You can get somebody in the museum to interview, but you have no idea what you're talking about. And you're distorting Wing Chun. You're distorting what happened in 1850. You're distorting the real anti-Qing, like the Chinese Freemasons. That's how serious it is. Okay. So like here, all of this, this three YouTube, 1, 2, 3. I just debunk all this bullshit. Okay. These people play expert, but if you're facing Xi Xiaodong, see if everybody keeps silent, keep quiet. Okay. And we real Wing Chunner, we cannot accept this kind of nonsense. Okay. Now, this is just a very superficial thing. Now, just look into even more serious. For example, in my Facebook group, I say this: what good is to keep talking and making equivalent on things one doesn't know? Oh yeah, Wing Chun 1850 Shu Lim Tao renamed as snake crane feast. What the heck you talking about on things you have no idea, making equivalent on things you have completely don't know? For example, in the beginning of Wing Chun 1850, one must develop mindfulness, physical body handling. Only then one be able to develop the skill of natural lower edge breathing and thus able to sing qi to Dantian. This is where the quit, the writing is. Seriously, after 50 years, I study this, get the transmission. Today, within 100 hours, I'll be able to get you to sing qi to Dantian. Yes, the real internal thing. 100 hours, I can get you there. This is how precise we have the technology in the United States of America now. So no bullshit. Okay? You look at his Xiu Lim Tao. Come on. He couldn't even breathe. He couldn't even handling his body. How can you know this? You don't have it. So why talking about some nonsense where you don't have and you completely distorting the Wing Chun history. You screw up, you misleading the Wing Chuners. You don't have the Kung Fu, learn how to shut up, okay? Because ultimately, you have to stand in front of him. You might question me, hey, what, Hendrik, why you stand in front of the Xi Xiaodong? Well, so be it, make an arrangement. I'm 67 today, yet now I couldn't fight anymore. But I can get you to scientific measurement, scientific explanation of everything. Yeah, even Xi Xiaodong is here. Okay? Fighting art is a fighting art. It's not who win, who lost. You have to be able to describe what it is in details and how to fight in details. Doesn't mean that I'm the best fighter, I'm the grandmaster. You get Xi Xiaodong arrange for me. I go there and I explain to you what is Wing Chun Kun. I like the world see. Can I do that? Sure. Anytime, any place. You want to be in Beijing or in Taipei or in Malaysia or in Silicon Valley, anytime you pick. You see, if we are Wing Chuners, we need to be able to stand up. It doesn't matter if Mas Oyama stand in front of us, the Rickson Gracia stand in front of us, or Mike Tyson stand in front of us. We can talk sensible, not bullshit. Well, of course, I can be not as a good fighter than them, but people will know, hey, this is a real thing, this is not a real thing, or Henry is bullshit. As a Wing Chuner, I dare to stand up for this. Why? Hey man, it's Wing Chun. Okay? It's the duty of Wing Chuner to clean the bullshit out and so that Wing Chuners can continue on. You're not going to the China, going to the Fatsan Museum, visit this grandmaster, that grandmaster. You think you have the truth? That's what I just tell you. Why don't you set it up with the Xi Xiaodong, with the top grandmaster in BJJ, in karate, in Western boxing? I'll be there. Not that to show that I be able to fight the best of you, but I can tell everybody, this is how, this is how Wing Chun mean to be used. That is what it is. Only that way we can stand tall. Okay? So not like this thing. You cannot do it and you just keeping talking. Who are you going to kid? Sure, it's what I say again. Like in this beginning. You want to promote your product, sell your whatever school that you're free to do that. But leave the Chinese culture, the Wing Chun, and my inheritance alone. And also, the Chinese Freemasons is not going to let you get away from bullshit. Okay? Today in the world, there is still Chinese Freemason organizations. You have no right to screw people. You think that the Chinese Freemason will let you get away? Okay. So you can go to Fort Sun, you can donate whatever you want, but there are lines there you don't touch. The lines of fighting world and the lines of Chinese history and the lines of legal in business. That's what I just shared with you. There's a legal issue here. Okay. So don't make if you don't understand, say you don't know, you don't know. Don't make pretend that you're expert of some kind where you're not completely fake. Okay. And it just years ago, this is at 2021, February 5. Somebody wrote a book and I put a public statement in the the Taiwanese Chinese martial art forum. This is what I wrote. Okay, so this is in his book review. I've asked the author publicly in Taiwan Chinese Martial Art Forum to back his claim on the Long Xiulin Tao and the Chou family art in page 26 and 27 of this book. If no proper solid Chinese historical and technical evidence can be provided to back the author's claim, these sections of books should be completely removed. Well, this is deformations and slandering. For it is misleading and distorting Chinese martial art culture and Wing Chun culture. It is a slandering to Chou family and the 1850 Shulin Tao successor worldwide. You're slandering me too, because I'm one of the successors. So today, this is what I like to share with you all. This is serious stuff, okay? We Wing Chuners should guard our Wing Chun. People want to make money out of it, that's fine. But there are lines you don't cross. You look at other martial art, they all have lines they don't cross. They don't go promote themselves. Oh, I'm from this guy, I'm the grandmaster, I'm from this lineage, and just start talking nonsense. Okay? But he's no can do. When you face Xi Xiaodong, you no can do. When you look at how you spar, you no can do. I mean, who cares for this push hand, all this bullshit? As there are some so-called internal Wing Chun grandmaster talk to me about this and everything like they know more than me everything. I said, come on, in exactly 1975, I participate in my first the Kyokushin Open when I'm 15 years old. I am a kid. Instead of fighting in the kid group, I fight in the adult group. Have you been there before? Have you trained for those kind of things before? If not, stop the nonsense. Okay? You don't have grandmaster talking bullshit nonsense. They're just in the expense of Wing Chun. So we are Wing Chuners. We need to take care of Wing Chun. We need to protect Wing Chun. We need to help everybody to grow better, to become better. Instead of selling nonsense or all this kind of thing, act this and that. And these days, everybody say, "Oh, Fatsan museum." Well, what's the museum got to do with the Wing Chun? They are just museum. Can you go in front of the Xi Xiaodong and show them what is Wing Chun? Seeking body short strike. That's why I give you my words. Set it up with Xi Xiaodong. Not to fight him, but to explain to him Wing Chun is not as what he thinks. We can live in a reasoning world, in a rational, objective reasoning world, which is following the law. We don't break law, but talking things properly because Wing Chun is an art, a culture of China. It's not up for everybody to mess around and then to push on other people, step on other people. So this is what I like to share with you today. Okay.